Carmen Murphy and Todd Dean. This is it. This is the moment that you two have been waiting for.
Maybe we should come back down. I always think of you when I'm feeling low. I always think of you. I always think of you.
She is telling me all these details so that I know it's her, right? So that I know it's Megan.
Yeah.
And she said, she goes, do you have a necklace of hers? And it has something orange on it. It's like a silver necklace that has an orange something. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, and I grabbed that from her house after she passed away. And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, she sees that you have it and she wants you to like keep it, you know? And the medium knew that we were getting married. And so the medium was like, bring it with you. Like she sees that necklace.
Maybe we could figure it out. I never meant to hurt you, don't you fall back. I always think of you. I always think of you.
Today is the culmination of a love story decades in the making. It is such a privilege for me to get to stand up here with you two as you make the most important promises of love and commitment to each other. Thank you for allowing me to share just a tiny sliver of your journey, one that has taken twists and turns, but ultimately brought you right where you're meant to be, together again. I'd also like to take a moment to thank you, Declan and Ava, for being here today. Declan, you're one of the most important people in this story. And Ava, you are such a good sport for coming along for the ride. And of course, Arnie, standing in for Megan today. It is with a hearty mix of both grief and gratitude that we honor her as the force that brought you two back together again. In whatever way feels good to each one of you, I invite us all to just take a moment to pause and remember that life is precious. Carmen and Todd, hearing your story, it made me think of so many things. But as I was thinking about just us coming here today, I couldn't help but think of this theme of rivers. And then I thought about the North Fork and the Middle Fork rivers that border two sides of this amazing land that we stand on. Rivers that eventually combine with the South Fork and flow into the Flathead. Like those rivers, you two began as streams, running alongside each other. Over time, as the landscape shifted and you were taken in different directions, each of you navigating the twists, turns, and challenges that life brought your way. But even when you were apart, you were always connected by something that you shared. Eventually, the terrain shifted again, and your paths merged. Now, you flow together as something stronger and something deeper. Your journey has shaped you into the people standing here today. Two people who are finally really ready to commit to building a future together. And for you two, coming back together after all those years apart, you've rediscovered a person with whom you can be completely yourself. No pretending needed. And what's more, when you two reunited, it gave you the chance to heal something within you that had been aching for a long time. And the truth is, there are few things more special than finding someone who makes us feel safe, secure, and completely ourselves. It's such a rare and beautiful gift to meet somebody who truly gets us. Someone who loves us not in spite of our flaws, but often because of them. People are like cities. We all have alleys and gardens and secret rooftops and places where daisies sprout between the sidewalk cracks. But most of the time, all we let each other see is a postcard glimpse of a skyline or a polished square. Love lets you find those hidden places in a person, even the ones they didn't know were there, even the ones that they wouldn't have thought to call beautiful themselves. And you two have done just that, uncovered the hidden places in each other's hearts and found so much beauty there. That's what makes the love you share so special. But long before you had a chance to do that, there was a game night that started it all. Carmen, when Todd first met you that night, he had no idea that there was a master plan for the two of you to be introduced. I'm so glad you finally learned that. Regardless, he still remembers the moment you walked through the door. A petite picture of perfection with a giant smile and the most beautiful blue eyes. Over the years, he's come to learn that your heart is 2 times the size of the rest of you, and that your tenacity and your love for your people is absolutely unmatched. He sees every day as an opportunity to rise to your level and be the kind of man that you deserve. It completely melts him when you tuck your hair behind your elf ear.
Cutting into my vows.
Yeah, I told you I was going to co-op anything you put in there, Todd. And your quick wit never fails to make him laugh. And even though he might not be the greatest planner on earth, he does plan on being the man who makes a positive difference in your life for the rest of your life. Even if it means crawling into bed with you each night like he's getting into a panini press. There's no one else he'd rather share everything with. The good, the struggles, and everything in between. He's looking forward to being your rock, your safety, and your security, and seeing your love grow stronger every year. Todd, you're not getting out of this unscathed. When Carmen first met you, the chemistry was instant, and it was clear to her that the two of you hit it off that night. She'll never forget those lazy Saturdays as teenagers where you spent nothing but talking and watching music videos on MTV. That is the perfect snapshot of how the most simple, boring days aren't actually boring at all when she's with you. In fact, she'd be more apt to describe them as magically ordinary. You are the most loving and loyal person she has ever known. And having been there for her in the best of times and the worst of times, she can say with 100% certainty that yours is a love that is pure and true. She's always longed for the kind of love that would pull over on the side of a highway just to prune a couple pieces of cactus to bring home to grow, just because she said they were beautiful. And while she might roll her eyes and smile a little each time you tell someone that you met under the dining room table, she'll never get tired of finding your tiny little unicorns all over the house. Your late night sleepy snack attacks are the way you can tell a story. Carmen is so grateful for all the ways you've helped her heal and learn to give herself grace. She'll never stop striving to be your biggest cheerleader and helping you make your wildest dreams become an achievable reality. You two, with all of the moments you've shared, along with all of these moments you've shared, along with countless others, all of them have brought you to this point here today. And it's clear just after hanging out with you guys for a couple hours, it's clear why we're here celebrating the steady, effortless love that you share.
Take me out of the cold. Take me out of the storm. And you
Say.
Basically, we've been tied together since the day you walked through that door. You know, and catch it again. No, it's not. And our connection was strong, instant. And then when we met again, it was the same. It hasn't changed, hasn't diminished. I love you then, love you now, love you always. I'll always try to be the man you deserve.
For over 20 years, I thought that you were one of the greatest losses of my life. To get another chance to be able to love you the right way is an incredible gift, and one I don't take for granted every day. Every day, I pinch myself knowing that I get to be with you again. The last few years that we've been together have been full of so much joy, so much love that you give me, so much laughter. Thank you. So today, on our big day, I stand before you ready to embark on our next chapter. Things are different now, right? They're the same, but they're not. I promise to be your rock when times are tough, and your greatest cheerleader when life is kind and wonderful. I vow to listen to you with compassion, speak with kindness, and love you with my whole heart. I promise to grow from you, with you, and learn from you, and to face every challenge hand in hand together. I vow to kiss you under the table anytime you want. I'm serious, and I'm not joking when I say it's always been you. Today, I choose you, and I choose us forever. I promise to stay. I love you.
we should do this now. We only have a moment left in this town. I always think of you. I always think of you.
Let's get to the best part. I want you to close your eyes one more time. Take a deep breath. And as you plant the seed of this moment in your hearts, give each other's hands a squeeze because you love each other and it's so cold. I want you to let this moment right here sink in. This moment is the bridge between your past and your future together. And once you walk across it, somehow things will manage to be exactly the same and yet completely different. I love those meows. Todd, do you choose Carmen to be your wife, to love her, to laugh with her, and to support her through life's tough moments? Do you promise to be proud of her, grow old with her, and find new reasons to love her every day?
I do.
Carmen, do Do you choose Todd to be your husband, to love him, to laugh with him, and to support him through life's tough moments? Do you promise to be proud of him, grow old with him, and find new reasons to love him every day?
I do.
The ring is an ancient symbol. It's so perfect and so simple. It has no beginning and no end. This is like the most perfect thing for you two, because love that is freely given will always come back around again. Carmen, with this ring I marry you.
Carmen, with this ring I marry you.
I vow to honor the love we share,
I vow to honor the love we share,
knowing it's bigger than the whole sky.
knowing that it's bigger than the whole sky.
Today, tomorrow, and forever.
Today, tomorrow, and forever.
Todd, with this ring I marry you.
Todd, with this ring, I marry you.
I vow to honor the love we share,
I vow to honor the love we share,
knowing it's bigger than the whole sky.
knowing it's bigger than the whole sky.
Today, tomorrow, and forever.
Today, tomorrow, and forever.
Carmen and Todd, while the two of you tying the knot is certainly a big deal, today we're also celebrating the creation of a new family. Not replacing the old, but blending together something that is uniquely yours. Carmen, Todd, and Declan. Family isn't just about names or bloodlines. It's about showing up for each other with love, honesty, and gratitude. And while we honor the spirits of Sean and Megan, it's important to say that nobody is being replaced. And those two will never be forgotten. This is all about adding love and not taking anything away. Like a quilt made of different pieces and colors, some bright and cheery, others not so much. Each square belongs and is stitched together by the love the three of you share. So as you take a moment up here together, do the three of you promise to do your best to keep your home a place where you treat each other with kindness, honor, and curiosity, to value each other for the amazing yet imperfect humans that you are? And finally, do you all promise to make each other laugh and strive to live your lives to the fullest?
Yes, we do. That was really nice because that was warm.
We've just about done it. The Murphy Dean family has been made official here today, and you two have come to declare your intent to marry. You've shared the promises of your love and exchanged these rings as a symbol of your commitment.
That was fun.
May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face and the rains fall soft upon your field. May the light of friendship guide your paths together. May laughter forever grace the halls of your home. And may the joy of living for one another trip a smile from your lips and a twinkle from your eyes. And today, may the spirit of love find a dwelling place forever in your hearts. Carmen and Todd, may you find yourselves celebrating your anniversary decades from now. Still sitting around, laughing, killing time, doing nothing. Maybe you'll be a little bit crankier with the world, but still just in love as you two are today. With that said, it is now with great joy that by the powers vested in me by the state of Montana, I now pronounce you two husband and wife.
Sometimes love comes around again, my friend. Sometimes love comes around again. Sometimes love comes around. Sometimes love comes around again. Sometimes love comes around again. Our love's like wildflowers buried in the snow. Seems you get what you want when you learn to let it go. With all this time it seems life's rolling on just fine. And Willie said it best, but you were always on my mind. Sometimes love comes around again. Sometimes love comes around again.
Okay, now we're all crying. Did we cheat because we kissed? Is it null and void? Did you hear what Declan said? No. They're not supposed to do that. I know, that's we leaned in. I was like, oh my god, the whole thing's null. Null and void, null and void.